Ka zi kuia te a zika, he toto ia, he si tuia ia kia tiu soia ia tita, sukuha ia tia, ia tia tuku ia, he zi a titi tia, o kututu ia titi tia, zi tia kutu ia tite ia titi tu, ti sikaya ia guku ia titi ia, he zi ki u ia te ia ia titia, kutututu ia zi ia ki tia, kututu ia tia, Ia sia ia kua ia tia, hi ku ia sia ia tuku ia, hi sia ia ki ia, o tu te ia ki ia kutu te ia si ki ia ku ia titi ia sia, ia sia ko te ia hita, hitia, si o ia, hitia. Blessings.
You are a reflection of all the energy that is coming in. Reflect it back out with shining and bright colors and light. Make sure that you are loving one another as purely and truly as you can. Remember that unconditional love is something that you are trying to attain. You are not trying to attain just love within your peoples, but peoples of all natures and kinds and of all different ilks. So remember that love is universal and it is international for you. This is something that must continue to move forward. Love for one another, peace, harmony, beauty, grace. Yes, bring all these possibilities to your heart, for you are a great leader in this moving forward of the heart, of the love, of the peace, of all eternity. Loving is the greatest thing that there is. Never forget that.
Beautiful. Okay, let's see. We have some requests. Let me go through them. We have Michael's request for Malcolm, Saphira's request for Valiant Thor. Though I think we only have 20 minutes for that. Hestia from Susan. And did you want to give your request? Did you want to request? And we also have Bridget or Urshta, the pagan fertility goddess, or Bridget.
Okay. Is that all of them?
That's all of them. And I would add for Angie, always Elijah.
All right.
And then I'm always happy to hear from Takur or Grendel or someone like that.
All right.
Yeah. And I'll let you know if any come in through the YouTube.
All right. Very good. If anybody comes in through the YouTube, please let me know.
I will let you know. Okay.
Very
We'll
well.
see you on the other side. And maybe it's just some new people might come through that we haven't requested even.
That is a possibility. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
We'll
Thank
see who
you.
comes.
All right.
I am Elijah. Greetings. Today I want to speak about Jesus of Nazareth, how he is coming back and how he has lived in the hearts of many men and women throughout the ages, and how he has changed the world. There are many out there that have known him as a savior, as a leader, as a healer, as someone special in their life, in their world, in their understanding. And he will continue to be that. Remember that Jesus can heal, he can bring about change, he can bring about the greatest of all things if you believe. Remember how it is that his word and his time on this planet has changed the way you think and the way you act. No matter if you are a part of the Hindu race, the Islam race, the Jewish race, his presence has changed every religion in some way or another. And other religions have changed Christianity as well. But we have to look at what he is about right now. He is about returning. He is about bringing a new message to this world. He is about standing up and becoming something of a new idea in a world that has forgotten their way. This world is so confused, separated, divided, hateful, and violent, even. Many of you are not, but the world as a whole is. It is not coming to a good place. There are many that don't care what happens to the world. There are many that don't care what happens to their neighbors. There are many that don't care if people are sick or hungry. They don't care about anything but their own livelihoods, their own families, and their own well beings. You may say, I don't know these people, but they exist everywhere. They are part of this world that is considered the norm. You are not considered the norm. And so I understand that. But remember that they are out there and that you must reach them one way or another. You must find them and reach out to them if they need your help. Remember that you are here to be a servant to mankind, just as Jesus is a servant to mankind. He is not here to be a king or a lord over anything except for the sick, the violent, those that need healing. He is here to heal that which is necessarily to be healed. That is why he comes. He has come to save the world once again. He will be here soon. Look out for him. Look out for the one who is different. He is not going to come back as the same person that he was, because this is a different day and a different age and a different understanding. So he will come back to deal with this world in its own way, because this world is different than his time. You will already know that because of the advance in science, the advance in all the understandings that there has been since his age. This is more difficult to overcome because there will be many that say science is in charge. Science is to be trusted and not spirit. But let me tell you, God and science are one. Without God, there is no science. Without science, there is no God. Remember, it is all working together to produce something greater than you have ever imagined. This is a time when great things can happen and great power can be given to the people, but they must understand how to use it and how to be aware of how to be a good person in this realm, how to be a powerful contributor to this realm. I give you much love. And I reach out to each and every one of you into your hearts, saying this: Behold that which is good. Behold God, and keep him close. Behold Jesus and all the gods, because they are all here for your good. But Jesus is here for salvation of the world. So even though you may have other gods, the other thinkers, other people that you turn to when you're praying or seeking out intercessory prayer, remember that Jesus is here to save and here to be something different in this realm.
Thank you so much, Elijah.
Greetings, I am Valiant Thor. Someone has called me.
Yes, Saphira has called. Is she still here? Saphira? Okay, she had asked a question. And if you can please answer it. She asked me if I would ask you. She does seem to be here. Oh, I guess she isn't. Okay, she had said,
I am here. I can't.
okay, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry,
No problem.
Krishna.
Welcome, Valiant Thor. It's always nice
Sorry.
when
Greetings.
Oh, thank you for coming. Sorry. Hello. My my laptop is being weird, so sorry about that.
That is all right.
Valiant Thor, thank you so much for coming and speaking. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, can you please give us an update from your vantage point about what's happening with the world, first contact, separation agreement, underground activity? Can you just give us a general update, please?
There are many things going on in your realm, and there are many updates to have. First of all, your realm is changing a great deal. It's going from one kind of government to another kind of government. That is one thing that is happening. The other thing is that there are many underground wars going on, and they will continue to be, so that some negativity can be stopped from coming to the Earth's surface. I know that they will eventually get there, but the slower they come, the better. We want to also update you on the separation agreement, which is that which many of you know about is being able to leave the planet or have aliens come to the planet. This separation agreement is falling apart, but slowly, because many want to keep it alive, many want to keep it separated, many want to make sure that um, aliens cannot come and humans cannot leave. There are many different governments of your planet that see that as a hostile act because they see that if the aliens were allowed to come, they believe that they would not mingle with the people here in a way that would be positive. They believe riots would happen. They believe that the aliens would scare the people, there would be rioting, etc. So they're keeping things separated on purpose. The reason for the diminishing part of the separation agreement is because there are a great deal of people that now believe in aliens, now believe in UFOs and flying saucers and whatever you want to call them. They are now starting to understand that there is another group of people out there. Some of you are very frightened of them, and other of you are welcoming to them. So the ones that are welcoming to these outer space people are those of you that understand why they are coming. They're coming to bring a greater understanding of medication, medicines, of healing, of all many kinds of things to your planet. And healing is only one of them, but it's higher technology and better government. They see that governments of this planet have been misaligned and misused, and many of them are being used just for power plays and for power and for not for to help the people at all, but to help themselves. And so they need to be here to help people to understand how to help themselves in a better way. So it is that is something that is a key point of their wanting to be here to help the peoples to become more reliable for themselves and how to overcome a negative government or negative parts of the government. All right. Another thing is there is so much going on with energies in this realm, many 5Gs, many microwaves, many EMFs, all kinds of things bombarding individuals on this planet. They are wanting also to stop that because these bombardments will eventually tear down the health of most people. Not everyone. Some will actually aspire to be helped by it, or at least adapt to it. But not everyone is that strong. And so, as these bombardments continue to happen, health will be less uh, normal on your planet. There will be more pain, more agony, more fatigue. And it is not that I'm here to be a naysayer about what is going on, but we need to stop these things. There is other ways that these things can be done more safely, can be done more uh, humanitarianly, if you want to call it that. We want to make sure that you are safe in your world and not suffering in your world. By 2050, 5G will be overwhelmingly strong with the population, and there will be many suffering with problems from it. And so we have to try to find a way to get to a new opportunity with how to use this. There are so many things for me to report on, I don't even know where to start anymore. I've given you several. Is there any other ones that you are looking for? The state of your world is severe. There is there are rumors of war, and there are wars breaking out, and there are wars on the brink of breaking out. But it is all being held together right now. But it will not always be held together so tightly because many factions that are wanting to break through and do war will actually come into power. There are those that are in power now that want war, and there are those that are in power now that do not want it. But remember, who's the strongest and who wants the power? You will have to know that for yourself.
Thank you. Can you please report about if a first contact has been delayed? We were told it is now delayed. Is that true from your knowledge?
That is a good question. We do not know if it is actually delayed or not. It will probably be delayed, but we cannot say that for sure. We hope that it is not, but it looks like the governments that are in charge of bringing first contact to this world are not all in agreement about it. They're not in agreement about even the contracts that were written many years ago by presidents of the United States. They are because other countries say, well, we weren't involved in that, so we don't have a say about that contract, so we deny that contract. And so many people are thrown into confusion about whether this contract will go through or not because other countries are saying that they are not going to support it. Or even the United States is not really caring to support it at this moment because they are trying to keep government in a different way than it ever has been before. And so they're trying to not show their hand into the world at this time, but it will be shown eventually.
So I will never get to Maya to see my husband. It sounds like I'm kind of joking about that, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's very
It's
frustrating.
I cannot imagine your frustration, but it is true that this world is being controlled by stronger powers, and it is not for me to say that it's going to come to fruition the way you wish it to.
I know that. I was just I was just commenting because we're promised 2025, then we're promised, the JUAG are coming, and then after the
Never listen to
election,
any
everything
promises.
changed.
Never listen to any promises. Never.
Okay. Well, I do have more questions, but I don't want to hog the mic. I hope other people listening will have questions for you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Saphir. We can come back to you if you have a pending question.
Thank you.
Let's see. Anatha asked who will win the Canadian election, but I thought that they just had one. I don't know.
It already has been. It already has been won.
Yeah, okay. And Mark says, how close are we to mass arrests? It's happening now.
That is true. Mass arrests are already happening. I think maybe he's looking at maybe martial law, which is not going to happen yet.
Is
But
that what
there
you
are
mean?
mass arrests happening already.
Yeah, Mark, maybe you want to clarify. And mass arrests of who? I think he's meaning people like Hillary Clinton and stuff like that. But let's
That
see.
will come because there are vendettas.
Yeah,
This particular president is venomous.
yes. Okay, Gary says he has a question, but I'm waiting for it to show in the chat. And let's see if there's any in our room. Let's see. Valiant Thor, let me ask you this question. Do you feel like things are going the way that you had? You came from the future, correct?
Yes, to some extent, that is correct.
So
But
are
all
things
time is now, so
sure,
the
right?
future is now as well.
But you came from a timeline where the dates on the calendar were different. Let's say it like that.
Correct, yes.
And had the world played out the way it's playing out now, is this all foreseen or has it taken some twists
It
and
is taking twists
turns?
and turns because mankind makes many different decisions that no one knows what decisions they're going to make. There are a few things that are set in stone, but everything else is not. So many of the decisions mankind has made, we did not see ahead of time.
Even now that you're looking backwards, sort of in real
Now
time.
we're looking across. But
Okay.
yes, even as we are looking across, no, we do not see that it is the same as we would have predicted.
I'm trying to get to Gary's question. He says it's below, but I'm not. Let me see if I can pull this chat. Above now. Oh, it's above. One moment. I'm just trying to find his question. Gary, can you retype it? Because it doesn't seem that I have it, and I apologize. I'm not seeing it on my screen. Okay, let me just go back to this other chat. Just see where we are here. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for his question. Absolutely above now. Gary. I promise you I don't see it. Gary's telling me to answer the questions above, but I don't see it. Can you please just type it now? There is a question Christine asked about. Do you want to ask your question, Christine?
Christine.
Greetings. Yes. Um, hopefully talking doesn't make me cough again. I was wondering, are there some stones that can negate some of the negative energy of things like 5Gs and
Yes, there are stones that have been charged by the EES systems that can withstand or get rid of all that is around. If you have a stone that has been charged from an EES system, then it will keep away EMFs and all kinds of negative energies. There are other stones that are uh, said to keep those kinds of energies away, but the EES system charged stones are the best.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not seeing Gary's question. There's a question about, let me see. 1 second. Yeah, ask the master rest question. Oh, Charles would say, I would like to request, oh, Saint Germain, or someone who's an expert in energy healing and integration. Is that something you can do?
Saint Germain would be better,
Okay, we will
but
wait.
I am good at healing and understanding the properties of it, but I will let Saint Germain handle those questions.
Okay. Rebecca says, I was wondering if there are any John Dyke Council updates. How many people from Earth are on the council now?
The Zhondai Council is made up of Pleiadians, and some of those Pleiadians are now on Earth, which is me. I am thinking that's what she means. And so some of that council has come to Earth to be part of the Pleiadian um, awareness and ascension process. So there's what, 26 people in the Zhondai Council, and some of those are on the earth now. I do not know how many exactly, but they are powerful individuals, and they are well known throughout the universe for healing, for being able to manipulate the energies between stars.
I'm having a weird thing with Gary. He's saying his question is there, and I promise. Can someone look in the YouTube chat and see if you see a question from Gary? Because I don't see it. It's not showing for me, which is really weird. I can see him typing about his question, but he does not, his question itself does not show. Swazi wants to know, what is the best stone to meditate with?
It depends on the individual.
Yeah.
Each individual has different kinds of energy, so find the stone that relates to you the best. The best kinds of stone for myself are Lumerian crystals, which seem to have a great deal of information and energy within them. I also like other stones as well, such as amethyst, and but because that's just one of the stones that I like, and it gives me a great deal of energy. And also I like several other ones, such as oh, there's just so many. I just cannot pinpoint one of the one, the green one. What is that one? It's from the one that comes from a meteorite.
Oh, moonstone? I don't know. That's not correct. I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Some,
Moldavite?
Moldavite. That's it. I knew it was started with an M. So I get a great deal of energy from Moldavite.
okay. Wonderful. I'm just trying to see if, let me ask you a question. Is there any chance of any kind of intervention for humanity based on what's going on now, or are we basically gonna have to solve it ourselves?
You're
I mean,
basically going to have to solve it yourself until the moment it comes down to disaster time when the Earth population is threatened. And then at that time there will be intervention.
yeah.
Many starships will come to pick people up if they are part of the ones that are on their registry that to pick up. There are those that are enlightened and those that are rising, and those would be on the list first.
Okay, so it's more like getting off the planet versus
Yes.
saving the
They would take
situation.
them to a place, and it would only seem like maybe a year, and then bring them back to Earth. But the Earth would be starting to renew itself.
I
What they will
see.
do, they will speed up their time and bring them back into the time when the radioactivity is gone.
Got it. Let's see. Braden is asking, how can we get Suntal Ox power fully on this planet?
Suntel Ox?
Suntal Ox. I
That
think
will
I said
happen with that will happen with the coming of the aliens on the planet. Also, it's also in Tesla's. There's a person on the planet that has Tesla information. They have this understanding, but they are not allowed to put it into use yet. They're being restricted.
right, right. I'm
But
just giving
aliens will bring that technology here.
If you could give a message to humanity right now based on everything that's happening as sort of a word of encouragement or a
The best encouragement I can give the planet is this. Stay focused on the positive. Stay focused on the things that you know will be a positive outcome. Remember that if you see a lot of negativity, you can move through that with your positivity. Not that you are ignorant of it. You must know
right,
what you are doing with these negative energies, but you might, with maintaining a high level of positivity, you can move through that negativity without being harmed or not being harmed as badly because you will be looking at all the positive sources and all the things that we can help you to get rid of the negativity. There are many people out there that are murderers and they are people who want to destroy the nihilists who do not believe that humanity has even a right to live. But
yes.
they
And
are
that's,
the what?
I said I find that funny because considering we're here.
Yes. But the thing is, there are some that are like that.
Yeah,
And so it is true that you are being spared and you are to bring messages to the world. And that's why you can move through this negativity.
great. All right, thank you for that. Yana has a question. Go ahead, Yana. And I see you, Safira, so we'll get back to you.
Hi, Valiant. Blessings.
Yes.
Yes, I heard you talking about the EES systems and that you can charge stones to protect or to help with the 5G emission around your house. So, what kind of I just bought a whole lot of shungite for that reason. But what kind of stones would be good message holders or frequency holders for that?
Quartz for EES systems, quartz, any kind of stone that can be charged. Uh, oh, he's telling me he is wearing one of the stones. One moment. See if I can find it. He is wearing a quartz stone.
Quartz, okay.
But he has also an amethyst stone.
Amethyst, yeah.
And there are other
Okay.
stones that are able to be charged as well.
And for how long would they emit? Is this just by memory of that you program the stone, or
It's in
how
the
long?
chamber for a long time, and so it will gather up enough energy to last for several years.
Okay, good. That's wonderful to know. Thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome.
there's a second question. I don't know whether it's if you are familiar with that, but I was wondering what kind of role the elementals are playing in this earth change in the
Yes.
coming time.
Elementals are cleaning up areas that no one can see, that have been bombed or harshly treated. They are doing their best to keep those areas still fertile
Mm-hmm.
and still able to be used by Mother Earth. They are not worried about it being used by mankind because mankind is the one that destroyed that area. But they are trying to keep it alive and well for Mother Earth. And there are many things that they are doing. They are spreading seeds, they are spreading positive things through these areas so that the regrowth can begin. And they're taking out uh, negative deposits of whatever they find that doesn't seem to belong, and they're taking it back and distributing it into the ocean or whatever. So
What?
they're doing quite a bit.
Oh, that's wonderful to know. So thank you. That's all my questions. I will give it on to somebody else. Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. There's a question from Lawe. I think I said that, or Lawa. She says, are there any personal energetic shielding techniques, you know, of trying to help stay under the radar while trying to help others in a volatile and vindictive human political climate?
Yes. Remember, I'm talking about using your positivity and using it well. Always be of a good nature. Remember that even the negative people like friendly people. Even the negative, most negative ones will probably be kind to those that treat them kindly as well. And give love for love. And even if they give you hostility, pay them back with love. And this is the only way that you can get ahead of all things because even negative people can be swayed by some love. Now, some of them don't trust it, of course, because they have been duped before, but most of them have not been duped. They've been not by individuals. They've been duped by governments and by politicians and by uh, lawyers and whatever, but not by regular people. So keep your positivity always going. Always show kindness. Always show them that you are willing to help them no matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they're terrible people. You must help them and show them what God is all about because God is about kindness. God is about love and goodness and caring.
Thank you for that. Okay, we'll go back to Saphira's questions and then I'll go to Gary's question. Go ahead, Saphira. Well, are
Hello?
you there,
Thank
Saphira?
thank you. I'm here. I'm here. Yes, my I'm using an old laptop, so it's slow. Forgive me. So I understand you just returned to Earth. Is that true?
Within days.
I hope that you are well rested. And what are you going to do now that you're back?
Well, I'm not going back to the undergrounds right away, but I will end up going back there in a while. But right now, I have meetings to attend with the people of your planet.
Okay. So the people who go to the government meetings, the intergalactic meetings, the Earth people, are these the people you meet with ahead of time to sort of soften them up?
I wouldn't say soften them up because they're not able to be softened. However, I will go there to plead my case and plead the case of your planet because they do not see that there is any destruction of the planet coming, but they are unaware of how close of a planet destruction there is. And so I am bringing all the facts to them that they need to examine so that they can prepare to heal the planet and not cause more suffering.
Thank you for doing that, Valiant Thor. Thank you for coming back to this quote unquote hellhole to help and to be a part of the healing and the process. Thank you so much. And I want to ask you, what are your people committed to? The Venusians. What are they committed to as far as helping the Earth? What type of things are they committed to doing?
They're committed to healing, a lot of healing, because there's all kinds of healing that needs done. Mental healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, um, physical healing.
Is there anybody we can reach out to get that specifically?
Just reach out to the Venusians. I don't know who is all in everybody's area, but one will be there to do something.
Okay. Thank you for your time today. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Okay, thank you. Gary's question says, let me make sure it was there. Did it disappear again? Stop. No way. Oh, here it is. He says, I have heard awake starseeds will have physical contact and then the masses much later. can you confirm? And then he follows up with also something about trees. Where did that go? And well, I think he mentioned also that's happening with trees as
Yes,
well.
physical contact with humans is for a more evolved set of humanity. Those that are pure as much as they can be on this planet, more like the gurus and the enlightened. They have already experienced some of this physical attention. It will also come in a greater amount as time goes on. Normal people will not normally be prone to feeling their presence or knowing the alien presence, but there are some that will see and know them because there is a special mission for those people. I'm trying to use my words carefully because I don't want to give anything away that is not needed to be given away. But I can tell you that yes, the higher understandings of the peoples will have more ability to be in contact with aliens. Many of you are channelers or things of that nature, which is a kind of contact with alien life, but it is not what I am talking about. I am speaking about something more physical. And these people will be able to see, maybe only for a few moments or a minute, the aliens that are there, but they will be able to see them.
Okay, thank you. There is a question from Michael. Go ahead, Michael.
Greetings.
Greetings.
We were talking about Moldavite, and I've got a lot of Moldavite, and there's this one particular piece that actually I have on me now, and I've let people hold it. And could you tell me anything about it? Why is it so special? Why,
Yes.
and what
Well,
can it do for me?
Moldavite is from not from Earth. It's from usually dead stars, um, dead planets, things of that nature that have a lot of different elements in that human worlds do not have in them. And so within this stone that you are uh, carrying around with you, there is a little bit of uh, energy that some people might find to be negative, but it's actually positive. It's a kind of radiation that is very positive. Now, there's rare kinds of positive radiation, but this one has a little bit of that in. And remember, radiation takes a long time to fall away. So it's at a not even at its half-life yet.
Okay.
So that
And
is what's extra about that stone. Yes.
okay. And one more question. Do you see me or anybody else that would be wanting to use pendulums or dowsing rods? How to better get them to work besides smudging them and covering
Do
yourself with
not
the white light of the holy.
just, you must just relax. Remember that the divining rods and the pendulums works with your energy and the energy around you and the energy above you, but you must be in a relaxed state so that that energy can be read through you, can be pushed through into the pendulum or into the divining rods. So relax. Do not be uptight about using them. Hold them in the proper ways and let them do their thing. It is not that you are going to train them to do anything that you want them to do. But if you are honest with yourself and honest with the way you are using your pendulums and honest with the way you're using your divining rods, you allow them to work for you, not you work them.
Thank you so much. Blessings.
You're welcome.
Radha has a question. Go ahead, Radha.
Yes, hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. I was wondering, I have a Vogel crystal which I'd like to use for healing. Could you give me advice on some techniques I can use with it?
Well, you can put it on their person and in the places where you feel that the energy would be most helpful. Meaning, if they have backaches or leg aches or whatever, you can set that crystal on those areas and put your energy through it, or hold on to the stone and put your energy through that stone, and it will amplify your healing energy in that area. That is one
Okay.
technique. Another
Yes,
technique
I've been
is
utilizing that.
you've been realizing that? Good.
I've been utilizing that by placing it on the area,
Yes. And also,
but I have not been putting my energy through it.
yes, put your energy through it. Also, you can hold it above certain areas of the body that you don't want to touch and put your energy through it that way as well. You can hold it in your hand and send the energy down, because there are chakras in the wrist, in the fingertips, in the palms. Even though you're not personally using the fingertips or the palm, the wrist will take over for that kind of energy, and it will send that energy down through the being with a strong energy. You will feel the energy as you are holding it over them.
Mm. And do the pointy ends have any significance? Are they stronger? Are those areas stronger?
They can be. Let me point out why. If there is a nerve cluster or something of that nature that needs pinpointed, and there are those of you out there that are such good healers that you know what I mean about that. You sense the area that needs that pinpoint. Then you will be able to use that to send direct energy through that pinpoint into that area. And sometimes working with the nervous system or a blood system or things of that nature, sometimes you need that pinpoint energy.
I see. Well, thank you so much for that advice.
You're welcome.
Okay, there's a question from, actually, it's more of a comment, but also a question. Tay says, could you please, and this is where I heard the thing about the forest. I knew I read something about trees. Could you please send positive energy to possibly stop deforestation of the national parks in the US? So many elementals and animals, this is their homes. They need their homes, and the trees have consciousness.
All true. And there are other beings on other planets that are trees that do not like this activity on your planet also. And they were planning to actually war with your planet, but they were stopped. However, yes, I will do my best to keep that at a down, because your people do not need the paper products if they recycle. If they recycle their papers and things of that nature, they don't need to be cutting down hundreds and thousands of trees. They can leave them standing. Plus, the trees give oxygen to the planet. It is not that it is just for the plants and the animals, but it's also for humans. Humans breathe that air that is given off by the trees and the plants and all, etc. So yes, save yourselves and do not cut down the trees. Recycle your energy. Recycle. Use other things that you can write on. You can use different kinds of things to write on other than just plant and animal material, plant and well, they use animal material too, but animal and trees and plants.
I will leave you a mess. Oh, sorry. I will make sure to I think I was, never mind. There is a question from, let me see. Oh, Anantha asked about the chemtrails that are going every day. Are they harmful?
Chemtrails are harmful, yes. And especially the chemtrails that are being left by some spaceships. There are those spaceships that come onto this planet and are trying to uh, change the atmosphere. They're sending gases and things into the atmosphere that do not belong there. And this will cause a great deal of harm to the planet. They have been stopped in many situations. Many have been cited, especially in South America, but they can be seen with red light, with uh, what is it called?
Infrared light?
Infrared. Infrared light can show that the ship is there, and it can show also that the gas is being released. They've studied this already in many places, and they've seen the ships. They look like cigars. And these ships are not friendly, they are hostile. And they're trying to change the atmosphere of the planet so that their species can live here and get rid of the species that already is living here. And also, the chemtrails from the airplanes and jets and things of that nature, not healthy either. However, they are trying to change the formulas in the jets' fuel that make them less harmful, and that is starting to work, but they have released so many harmful chemicals into the atmosphere already, it's difficult to to change it.
I see. I see. Um, just Loe says her mic isn't working, so I'll just read this. She says, I saw in the astral a few years back a species from a neighboring galaxy resembling giant scorpions, very imposing. They wanted to colonize here, but they were dissuaded. Are they still dissuaded from coming here? They were not evil. They were pragmatic, and they saw our abuse of this place and saw themselves better stewards. I only encountered them once, and I have not found them again, so that's why I ask.
Yes, they have been dissuaded. And the reason why is because there's so many other beings around the planet that are saying, no, this planet must work through its destiny. And they are not allowing anybody to take that over. And they find it rather harmful for any species to want to take over a planet that's already inhabited.
Okay, great, beautiful. And I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss. Oh, there was a question earlier from Swazi. She says, let me see. She talks about the winds changing on the planet. Is that something that's happening because of, is it just extreme weather, or is it due to the Aquarian age?
Well, there's many things causing the change in the weather. First of all, your axis movement has caused changes in the weather. Your peoples have learned how to control weather to a certain degree. Also, the jet stream has changed. And so there are many things that are happening on your planet that cause greater weather problems. And with the greater weather problems, mostly because of the axis moving, and because of the jet stream changing because of the axis moving, and also the magnetic field in the north has moved over to Siberia, there will be much change in the weather and it will be more hostile, yes. And there are many reasons why it is changing. So I can't even, you mentioned one right there, but there are so many other reasons. Also, Mother Earth is going through a great change with the weather as well. So there will be more earthquakes and more volcanic eruptions. But right now, we're trying to keep those to a minimum because they can be very harmful. And we're trying to keep everything in place as much as possible, but we see that it will not be able to be kept in place forever.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And I believe that's all the questions that I have for you. Unless I missed
Very
somebody.
well.
I did. No, I don't think so.
Very well. It was a pleasure speaking to you all, and I would hope that I could speak to you again sometime. And Saphira, thanks for calling me, and I will be around.
Well, you're always welcome to just drop in if you have anything to share. Please feel free.
Very well.
We love you, Valiant Thor. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
And who is we? Welcome.
I am Bridget.
Bridget, welcome. I believe
Yes.
that was you were requested by Susan, but also I'm sure other people would want to speak with you. So welcome with all of our hearts. Susan, are you there?
Very well.
Susan, are you here? I think she's trying to unmute
Very
because I know
well.
she's here. Why don't I let Adriana go first, and then I need to step away for health reason just now. So please, Adriana, ask your question and then go to Susan next. I should be back in just about a minute and a half, but I do need to step away. Okay, please continue.
Hello, Bridget.
Greetings. And how are you?
Very good. I am so happy to hear that you're here. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here.
Uh, I just wanted to express my appreciation for you. I spent many years praying to you, and you were a very kind mother to me and an excellent teacher.
I am motherly. I do take care of my land. I do take care of my people whenever they call.
You taught me a lot about inner peace.
Inner peace is a very important thing. Without it, you cannot be peaceful to the world. Without inner peace, there is no outer peace, and there is no love given.
Could you tell the group a little bit about yourself? They don't really know much about you.
Well, I am a goddess, as you may put it, but I really don't look at myself that way, but many others do. I love the earth, and I love taking care of all the different things that they have put me in charge of. Many things. And I don't want to go through all of those things, but I want to say that I am loving the spring as it comes and the equinox as it's giving its energies to the land and bringing up the flowers and trees and plants. at this time as bringing the air into a warmer understanding and the beautiful flowers that follow me wherever I go. I also want to let you know that water will be coming because it is spring and it is time for the rains to come and bring nurturing and watering to the world, in at least many places.
I
I
told them the story about your snowdrops.
Yes, that's just one of my legacies, but it is true there will be snowdrops. But I bring snowdrops to many places. So even on other plans, on other places, on other continents.
Yes, yes. Do you have a general message for the group or a message in my direction that I could share with the group?
The message for the group is that there are many lovely people here and looking forward to spring, most of them, and wanting to understand who I really am. But I am like a mother. I am in charge of the environment that you are in right now. And the spring environment is my personality. It is one of uplifting, one of nourishment, nurturing, and bringing forth of positivity throughout the land, not of anything negative at all. But I have been charged with bringing thunderstorms and negativity like that, but I don't look at them as bad. The lightning is still a good friend, and the dark clouds still honor me, and I will bring them to you so that you may have water for your land.
Wonderful. I'm wondering if the next person is ready. Susan, are you available?
Is she there? Any
Uh, I
Is she
guess
there?
not.
I'm back now. I don't know if she's here. She seems to have, she's here, but I don't know. Susan, are you here? I don't get a question for her. Siwaka says, greetings from Poland.
Yes.
How can we, oh, sorry, let me just, how we feel as a collective and what can we do to become telepathic and reach information that would help civilization develop and reach higher dimensions?
All right. There are many questions in there. There are many things in there that you've just asked right now. First of all, how can you become telepathic? You become telepathic by using your third eye and your pineal gland and your crown. Because what happens is when you close your eyes and think of your third eye, remember, feel all the energy come to that third eye from all parts of the brain, all parts of the head, and it will focus right on that area. And as you teach the third eye to focus, then you can teach the third eye to stretch out and go into someone else's third eye, wherever you can, and wherever you can do that, and they can send energy back to you. It is the way of reading each other. But you must learn to do that between each other before you can actually have the telepathic energy move. But work on your third eyes, work on developing them and the consciousness and all the things that will bring power to the third eye. There are many things that will magic, consciousness, chakras, many things work with the third eye, and many things can help the third eye become stronger. So do not just use one method, but use all the methods available to you to strengthen the third eye as strongly as you can. What was the other part of the question? Or she is not there. I think what it was is how the world is,
Civilization developing. How will this help
yes,
civilization develop and reach higher dimensions?
yes. Reaching higher dimensions is just a matter of meditation and prayer, keeping yourself pure, keeping yourself alive in the spirit, moving forward in the most positive ways possible, then you will be able to know that you are rising up into the realms of higher dimensions. Because you cannot be third dimensional completely and rise up into other dimensions. You must understand that you must read this world, know this world, but also let yourself go into a better way. Ground yourself, first of all, and let yourself rise up into the higher places. How to do that? Prayer and meditation. Use intentioned meditation. Use your spirituality. Use your higher emotional feelings. Emotions can help you to reach higher domains as well. If you are excited about reaching higher domains, you may reach them easier because it is easier to reach higher domains through excitement and through being totally in tune with the beauty of the next realm. Now, this realm is not in tune with all that beauty, but as individuals, you can help it become in tune with the rest of the realm because as your positivity looms across the planet, it cannot help but affect other people. Remember the butterfly effect that's been used as a source of interest by many people because no matter what kind of energy you put off, it does interact with all the other energies. If you're sending out positive energy into the realm, that energy will interact with the realm somewhat.
One second. Let me just mute Michael. Michael, I'm just gonna mute you for a moment. Okay, there we go.
Very
All right.
good. So keep it very positive. Let your energy loom high and be a portal to higher things.
Great.
Now, it is not easy to do this. Many people cannot stay in line long enough to raise their consciousness into a higher place. But remember this: defeat negativity, defeat depression, defeat all these things that would hold you down. Rise up, rise through them. Don't say, I can't. Say, I can. Say, I will. Don't say, I don't know. Say, I will. You will do everything you say you will, because having that determination will help you to get to your goal.
Thank you very much for that. That's beautiful. Safira has a question. Go ahead, Safira.
Yes?
Thank you. Hello, Brigitte. Brigitte. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong.
It does not happen.
Okay. So I recently brought in 2 snake plants into my apartment. And I understand they're very special plants. And somebody tapped me 3 times quickly on my right arm this morning while I was in bed. And I was just thinking while you're talking that maybe there are some elementals which came in with my plants.
The snake plants are higher in oxidation than other plants. That
Mhm.
is true, but they did not bring any spirits with them. The spirit that tapped you on the shoulder was angelic.
Okay.
The elementals around the snake plant would not be able to tap you on the shoulder at this point. They're very, very small.
So thank you. So how can elementals help us? I mean, okay, wait. I know we're there to help the earth and help the nature? I don't mean that. I don't mean just they helping us, but how can we use the elementals that might be around us to enhance our lives, to
Or just
just enhance life?
give them permission to do so because they are beings. You can't just use them as slaves. You must just ask them to help you. You must ask them to do what you wish. And if they love you, if they trust you, if they think that you are a good person, they will help you as much as they can.
What kind of help may we ask of them?
You can ask for greater purity in your thought processes because they send off great purity in their thoughts. They can
Mhm.
help you to um, understand things much more clearly, especially about the ecology and the earth. Those are the things that elementals do. They are very knowledgeable about the things that they do and about the earth around them. So if you ask them for questions that they know the answers to, they will be able to help you.
And in an environment where there isn't much nature, what can we do for the elementals? What can do they want us to do for them?
Well, they just want you to be kind to the earth, no matter what is around. If there is just asphalt, there are things there that are still working with the elementals. There are cracks in the asphalt, and plants will grow there, and there are cracks in the cement, and things will grow there. They are there to bring as much life to the planet as possible.
Okay. One last thing. I was told back in 2006
Yes?
that I used to be a queen of the yellow. Don't feel a connection to nature so much, but do you know if that's true? And did we have any connection at all?
A queen of the elementals?
Well, that's what I was told. It doesn't mean I was, but I just want to clarify that because sometimes I do think about it. I don't care about
I
the
think that
title.
you were,
Just
yes, I'm not sure if you were queen, but you were definitely in the hierarchy of some elemental areas, but not on this realm.
oh,
I mean, on this realm, yes, but even more importantly, on other realms.
like other planets, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, with elementals, with these kind of
Every
situations.
planet has their own elementals, made
Right.
especially for that planet.
Okay. I just don't feel. I want to feel more connection, and it's difficult.
It is all right. They will connect with you at the right times.
Very well. Thank you. Many blessings.
Yes.
Thank you. There's a question from, let me get the question from Sierra that's typed in the chat, and then we'll go to Wendy because she hasn't asked a question yet. What are the best ways to reach and stay positive during the most difficult times and trying times?
It is to remember all the good things that are around you. Remember that you have a roof over your head, that you have food to eat, clothing on your body, and you have friends and relatives who care about you. Most people do. And think about as much positivity as you can that is already there around you. You must not um, give up thinking about the things that are already there. If you come into a time of trouble, remember that it is only temporary. It is only temporary, and that you can make it through, and that your goodness and kindness to others will help you make it through as well. Now, there are those that feel like no one is their friend and there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but yet there must be some good things around you, some things that make your life easier, things that make your life more lovely, more beautiful. Think of those things. Music, beauty of song. Sing, if you will, and let your spirits rise through song or through your emotions. Be excited about what is to come, something better, something more beautiful. There's so many things.
Thank you for that. There's a question now from Wendy. Go ahead, Wendy.
Yes.
Yes, greetings. Thank you so much. The question that I have is on Friday morning, I woke up at about 4:30 in the morning with a complete night sweat chills where my whole body was shaking. And I think I just let it go until about 6, just putting extra layers on and trying to get warm, and I couldn't recover. So I ended up waking my husband up and he gave me some medicine, just simple ibuprofen. And so it finally calmed down, but I slept for like 18 hours yesterday and I literally just woke up about 15 minutes ago. And so I'm wondering, what is this change that is being experienced so physically, because I have no symptoms. I don't have any kind of cough or, you know,
It is the
there's no
symptom.
symptoms.
It's symptoms of the equinox. You've been hit by the energy of the equinox. It is cleansing out something that was deep enrooted in you, and it was sweated out. You sweated out in a way that was seemingly sick, but then your body repaired itself with sleep.
Oh, wow. How are these new equinox, maybe you've already answered this. How are the new equinox energies going to improve us then physically?
They are going to bring very great positivity or great negativity to those that are not ready for positivity, to some people, but the powers are very strong and they are very there. They are not to be trifled with, but accepted and brought forth. And so just continue to uh, feel better.
Yes, beautifully said. Yeah, I when I finally woke up today, I was thinking, I'm feeling a little bit better. Like, what was that? So,
Yes, that was a equinox.
man, talk about powerful.
Mm. Yes,
All right,
sort of
thank
wiped you out. Yes,
wipe, yeah, wipe me out to a whole new level.
yes.
So, all right, thank you so much.
You're
What a
welcome.
beautiful day.
You too.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Susan is back. Go ahead, Susan.
Hello. Sorry, I stepped away for a little bit. Who is this being channeled?
Brigitte.
Brigitte. Wonderful. Um, so my first question is, I had a tooth extracted that was failing 2 days ago. I'm gonna have a dental implant, which is takes about 8 months. But I was told that that tooth, I was holding like old like relationship trauma or energies within that tooth and that it had to go to assist with my ascension process. And so I'm wondering, now that that's been done, what can I expect, I guess, in the coming months, um, as far as my consciousness, my energy level? I do feel a bit lighter, and some of the like the pain in my neck and stuff that I was holding related to, I think that tooth that was radiating down my neck is it's lifting. I feel like that's going, and I'm just wondering if you can provide any additional insights
Um,
as far
some,
as what I can expect going forward,
well,
letting that go.
sometimes teeth can collect energies and become a little bit of a tombstone in your mouth. And so you got rid of that tombstone, so you got rid of that dead energy, that dead thought process, those dead things that do not uh, that you do not want anymore. And so it will encourage you to be more positive, enlightened, and it will encourage you to take broader and more uh, steps into the faith that you haven't been able to do before. It sometimes people are afraid to make leaps of faith. This will take that away. You will be able to do your leap of faith more easily.
Okay, and my second question is, back in 2020, I channeled myself, I channeled the message for myself that I was or am the Celtic god Angus of love and relationships. And I'm just wondering if you can confirm that or if I have a relationship with you related to another lifetime.
You have some qualities of Angus. You have some um, elements from him. Yes, but you are not him. He has not been revived in this planet yet fully. But you do have some portions of him within you. And this is something that you are feeling right now. This is something that has come to light actually at this time in your life because you're feeling more of his energy in you. You're feeling quite loving and guided, and you're feeling more emotion than you usually do. And so you're in a place where he is a little bit in control.
Yes, I definitely have felt that the last year more
Yeah.
of a love expansion and love relationships kind of
Yes,
blossoming and do you and I have a connection?
we do, but it goes back a long way. Before the beginning of this realm, before the beginning of the last realm. But we are friends and sisters.
Okay, as your sister, can you tell me what my name is?
Walala.
Walala?
Quuellella.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much. I will make sure to connect with you further in the future to learn more. So thank you
That
very
is your
much for
ancient
coming.
name, by the way. It was pronounced differently back then. Quuellella. So, but you were a young, beautiful sister of mine.
Your younger sister. Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. And thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I'll let you go on to any other questions there are.
Yes.
Yes, Adriana has a question, please.
Hello again. I have read a lot of Irish mythology, and I'm wondering about the stories where the Tuatha De Danann and other beings come to Ireland through ships. And I am wondering if these ships were off-world ships or just regular ships.
Both. They
Oh,
they come from off-world, but they also come from other places on this planet.
okay, thank you, and I will forever love you. You will
Yes,
always be
I will
dear to
forever
me.
love you as well.
Bye-bye.
Okay, just we have some questions in the chat I'd like to get to, and I'm just going to keep them. We can keep them short. I can probably get through all of them because we only have about 6 minutes at the moment, and we will need to stop in about 4. So let me just go through them. Suika says, at what stage of development are we as, no, I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go through the meditation questions. Suika says, if I have mental problems, can I still meditate?
Yes, you can meditate no matter what. Even if you have no emotions, you can meditate if you can just go to a place inside. And this can be your meditation. Find the quiet within. Remember that the quiet within is the closest thing to God that there is. And if you can find that quietness, it does not matter if you have mental or emotional or spiritual problems. You can find that meditation can help no matter what you are doing or how you are feeling.
Thank you. Nancy says, what should we say to the trees when we have to cut them and sell them? Do we just speak and tell them, the trees, that it's time to cut and sell, as trees have grown big enough to sell?
Thank you for asking that. The answer is let them know that they are going to be sold, let them know that you care about them, that you love them, that you appreciate what they do, how they are going to be treated, and how they are going to be with you. You love and honor them, and so let them know that before you sell them.
She mentions this because she says many times in India, we have noticed that a man of the house will die shortly after they construct a new house. A deva or spirit is attached to the land and is disturbed, they say. How can we speak to calm them?
You may You see, before they build, they must bless the land. They must tell the land that what they are doing and why they are doing it. They must let the trees know what is happening and why they are being moved and why this area is being changed. Because in that way, the spirits will be calmed, they will be understanding, and they will not bring death to the leader of the home.
Thank you very much for that. Siwaka says, what is the dot of light that I see when I focus my attention by closing my eyes? Sometimes I see crystals of light in a group.
You are seeing probably angels, or you're probably seeing spirits from outside this realm. There are many. Many appear as light. So I could not say exactly unless I saw what you were seeing. But I would say it is very spiritual.
Okay. Charles says, could you, or Saint Germain, but Saint Germain's not here, share the names of the divine energies that assist in the integration and the opening of the meridians and the nadis. The nadis means channels in Hindi, specifically lesser known created rays from the ascended masters.
The names of them,
Yes.
I know that there are many names. Hamiel, Torasin, Quieta.
Yeah. His question is very detailed. I think it's better if he sends this question in an email, and we can take it in the beginning of the next time you're here. I think that would be the best way to do it because it's quite detailed and we just simply don't have the time. So Charles, if you'll send an email to classes@hucolo.com or .org, please send it to both because I can't remember. And
There are
then we answer the
Hindu
question.
related names, and there are
Yeah.
many beautiful spirits related to all the religions of the Hindu peoples. Many, many. And he has deeper understanding of it than some. And so, therefore, he is wanting to know in deeper ways how to communicate with those that are all around him and gathering with the gods of the Hindus.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Please send the email, Hucolo, classes@hucolo.org or .com. Send it to both. We're really at the end, Bridget, and there's been a request, and I agree, to have you do a light language blessing for us on our way out, if that would be
Oh, I
possible.
would be very happy to. Indiriwa sandori wi karawa. Wiri 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 asa. Ya tio baba towa. Muhurri avesi. Kufka fruto netito ravata sovaya tawai. Waya sosi. Si so. Oga a agia kawasa wata. A tutori era tati vesiete di trabawadi. Torra rivi sada. Shoshu. Basically, all those that take care of themselves and their spirits, and take care of the world around them. Love all things, care for all things, nurture all things. Be of a great presence in the world, and not a fading flower, but a newborn flame of beauty and light and color. Be all that you can be in this realm. Do not be shy or backward, but show of yourself what the world wants you to show. Care for all things within yourself and without.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Hello?
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. We had Valiant Thor and Bridget and Elijah. And I think, and is that it?
I think so.
I
Maybe.
think
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. But it was lovely. Thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome.
just for everyone, we missed Angie this week, but if you're interested in classes with Hucolo, please send an email to classes@hucolo.org or .com. I apologize. My brain is not working correctly. So send it to both and just request any information on classes. And next week we have Max. So that means the webinar will start about 40 minutes later than normal, which means at a 11:40 Eastern Standard, 8:40 Pacific time. And then for those in Europe, just realize the American clock has gone back. No, sorry, gone forward 1 hour. So we're starting 1 hour
Later.
Spring back. Yes, spring. It's gone. It's starting 1 hour earlier for you than
Unless you're in the southern hemisphere.
yes. Yeah. So basically, look up what EST is right now, 11 o'clock EST in your time zone. But thank you everyone for being here, and we will see you next time. And Jim's back in 2 weeks. So
I'm back in 2 weeks. All right.
yay.
Much love, everyone.
Much
Oh,
love.
wait. Krishna Priya, feel better, honey. Feel better over
Thank
there.
you. I do feel like from when we started to now, I'm a million times better. So thank you for that, though. Thanks
Oh,
so much.
good, good. Okay, great.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.